Yo, what's up, YouTube? Bmore.Tactical here with another video. Just wanted to come holler at y'all about something that's just kind of been on my mind a little bit, and that's home defense. Normally, of course, on the channel, we are talking about firearms and accessories, and just wanted to switch it up a little bit today. We're going to call this our tactical convos. Hope to kind of do these every now and then, man, where we can just kind of exchange some ideas of best practices. I want to apologize in advance about the noise outside. The landscapers are out here taking care of business, but hopefully it's not too distracting. We can get through this. Before we get started, as usual, I want to kind of give a shout out to other YouTube channels that I've enjoyed and kind of got some information from or entertainment. Make sure y'all go check out my man over at Urban Alphas. He's got some great content. He loves his Glocks and M&Ps, man. So y'all make sure y'all go check him out. We're just going to jump right into this, man, and hopefully you guys will kind of hit me in the comments on our Instagram at Bmore.Tactical and just kind of have a conversation around what steps do we take to improve our home defense, or what does our home defense look like. I'm not an advocate of giving too many specifics, right? I like to think that everybody who's on here that has great intentions, but I can't give somebody the blueprint to the crib or any tactical advantages, but we can still kind of have a conversation about it and just kind of keep it in general, keep it in generalizations. First thing I'm gonna say, man, I think one of the most basic concepts, and a lot of y'all gonna laugh, and we're gonna probably have some fun with this. You know, I like to have a good time and laugh, but the number one key, or the first step to home defense, and this may come as a surprise, is lock your damn door. Lock your doors and windows, people. I know some of y'all are looking like, B, what are you talking about? Lock your doors and windows. Who the hell don't lock their doors and windows? Some of us don't. Maybe not us, but we ain't gonna make it about that today. Lock your doors and windows. I'm from West Baltimore. I've always locked my doors and windows. So ain't nothing I had to learn. But yeah, man, I know some of y'all live in your nice gated communities now, you know, and you out in the burbs and you got your 10 acres of land, and that's dope, man. But some of us do not. Lock your doors and windows. Don't make it easy for anybody to get access to your home. Some of this will be in regards to when you are home. Some of this advice will be when you're not. Another thing, man, I know some folks that, you know, some of us are still renting. You might be in an apartment, terrace level. Try something like this, man. You can throw this on your front door. You put it right up under the doorknob. Show you the picture of it there. This one is by Brinks. You guys can see it. But that could help, man. So that may be obviously more beneficial when you are home. Certainly, I know a lot of us sitting on 10, 20, 30 guns. We don't really need a reason to use that, man. Don't nobody want to be in court over some shit like that. But if you can take some extra measures to just kind of keep you and your family safe, that's probably one of them. But just simply locking your doors. Let's add a second layer to that. How about an alarm system? No, I know the alarm system isn't going to stop anybody from burglarizing. It might deter them, though, right? Because sometimes people don't feel like dealing with that. Most burglars just want to kind of get in, smash and grab, and go about their business. They're not looking to be on a 6 to 8 minute clock with the police on the way. But get an alarm system. Even if you are home, sometimes, as we all know, as we've been preparing and training, I would hope, in home defense situations, we just need that heads up, right? We could be sound asleep. Someone's already having an advantage on us. We don't know they're coming. Getting that alarm system to notify you that someone has gained entry to your home, or at least trying to, will be helpful. Alarm systems can, be as cheap as 20. I've seen some products that are as low as $10 a month. Some, on average, somewhere between $20 and $30. If you're not a homeowner and you move often, because you may be renting, I know a lot of people may say, I get one when I buy a house. But there are companies like Convo, Vedder, and Simply Safe that works, that you can install yourself. You can pack it up and take it with you and go to your next place if you move. There's also products that I have in the past. Canary sells cameras. I believe this monitoring service is like $10 a month if you get a camera. No, it may not be an alarm, but let's just say you're out. You'll get a notification that there was someone or movement at your home. It'll send you the video of it. And you can then within the app hit, call police or something like that, because that beats having nothing at all. So get an alarm system, y'all. We spend $2,000, $5,000, $10,000 on a whole stash of guns. Some people are buying ammo when you can find it every pay period or once a month. You spend $100, $200 or more on ammo. Some of us more, some of us less. You can spend $25 on an alarm system, man. So go research some of those. tip number 3, and I'm trying to roll through these because I don't want to make this too long. I just think it's a good conversation to have. Is stop telling your damn business. Yeah, stop posting everything on social media. More specifically, man, studies show that most burglaries take place when you're not at home. And a lot of those happen from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. But also, when you're out of town, when you're hanging out at night, most burglars don't want to encounter someone doing a home invasion. Stop posting your 7-day vacation while you're on it. Sometimes you might want to wait till you get back home to post those pictures. Or when you're hanging out with the ladies, when you're hanging out with the fellas and y'all Snapchatting and all that shit, man, you're telling people that you out all night. You're making yourself more susceptible to those type of burglaries. For people that do not live alone, if you have a family, ladies, if you're married, you got a husband or a wife, you have kids, fellas, if you got a lady, kids, etc., whatever your family life or structure may look like, do the other members of your home know how to shoot? Yeah, I know you love it, but are you introducing them to it? And we can't make them uncomfortable if they are new to shooting, right? And expecting them to know as much as we do, because we, sit on YouTube and we go train and we at the range all day. We've taken classes. Be patient with them, because you don't want to deter them from having interest, but you never know when you may need a little bit of help in that home defense situation. Obviously, if we're talking other adults, are you the only person that has a nightstand gun? Does he or she have one as well? And if a worst case scenario, do your children know how to shoot as well, if they're of an age in which you're comfortable? And to, I guess, probably to pile onto that a little bit, do you guys have a plan at home? Right? Do we have a meeting point? Do we have a plan to get the kids into one centralized location where they're safe? How do you guys operate together to go get that without shooting somebody else, one of your loved ones, in the process? So make sure that you guys orchestrate a plan. Make sure that we understand that what the expectations are when that happens, and also try to run some drills and practice. I know it's hard to manufacture the heightened sense of urgency or being scared or your heart racing in those moments, but at least try to have a plan that you guys have discussed and practiced a few times on what that looks like if you do have an unwanted visitor in your home. Can't remember which number we are on. I would say we're on number 5 by my math, though. A dog wouldn't hurt. A dog wouldn't hurt. Now, my preference, a dog to me is, and for my folks in Baltimore, we say Doug. A dog to me wouldn't be a bad idea, man. I prefer ones that are 40, 50 pounds and up. The cute lab dogs are nice because they will still give you a heads up. They will, if someone's at your door, someone's at a window. Sometimes you just need them to bark, and just so you can go grab whatever you got at the house. So you can go grab that Maverick 88 or that M&P 2.0 compact. But having a dog wouldn't hurt, man. Now, if you got a bigger dog, if you got yourself a German Shepherd, a Rottweiler, Doberman, Pit Bull, American Bulldog, etc., boxers, love boxers. If you got you one of them, I mean, you might got a road dog that's gonna jump in the fight with you. But at least, man, sometimes it's getting that heads up that someone that's unfamiliar to the home is trying to get in, or that's inside the house. Having a dog would not hurt. Positioning guns around your home. Now, obviously, I don't necessarily recommend that for my parents out there, having guns in unsecured locations if you have kids at home. However, if you're single, if it's just adults at home, or if your kids have been trained and mature enough, man, do you have guns positioned around the house? Some people may feel like that's a bit much, or you're being, extra or a little dramatic. Paranoid may be the words people would use. Do you really need guns all over the house? I mean, I don't know that you need them all over the house, but if you have multiple floors, is your guns just in your basement, or are they just in the bedroom? Do you have one on each level? I think it's a conversation worth having. I can't make any recommendations for you, but if you are worried about home defense and someone breaking in, it may be useful to you to have one within reach in specific areas of your home. Do you carry while you're in the house? Obviously, I know it's a lot of conversation in the 2A community around concealed carry and carrying when you're out. Do you things of that nature in public? But Do you carry when you're home? I think it's for people that are new to concealed carry, I do think it's a good idea so that you can be comfortable carrying or getting used to having that firearm and that holster on all day. Um, Generally you're sitting, you're standing. I know when I started concealed carrying, one of the most uncomfortable things was trying to drive without, moving the firearm or removing it while I'm in the car. But I think if you carry a lot, especially at home, just getting used to it and getting comfortable, yeah, the family might think you're a little crazy. They might think you're a little crazy, but it'll help you get used to it. Also, in the event of an emergency in a self-defense situation, you already got it on you. I can't make that recommendation for you guys. We just opening up this conversation just to kind of talk through it a little bit about, does that make sense for you, and some possible tips or tricks that could help you improve your home defense setup. This probably should have went more with the whole stop telling your business and get an alarm system and locking your doors, but maybe occasionally leaving a light on. Again, sometimes, and this is when you're not home, burglars try to avoid homes that appear that someone's home. So perhaps leaving a light on in the bedroom or the kitchen, etc., could potentially help deter some people. I understand that that stuff ain't free. I understand BG&E or Georgia Power or Southern Company don't, the electricity ain't free. But just an idea, man, to maybe leave a light on to just kind of deter people from trying to break into your home. So another important one, man, is having a rapport with your neighbor. Having a rapport with your neighbors. I know nowadays sometimes people just kind of the process, I'm just minding my business. I don't really know them like that, man. You have no idea how many times people hear or see things going on at people's house and just kind of take the approach of, I'm minding my business. People hear people screaming, and there's been reports on news that, neighbors come out the next morning like, oh, damn, I did hear somebody yelling and screaming, but I didn't really know what was going on. My neighbors, I speak to them, I talk to them, and there's others I have, more in-depth conversations, and we've introduced ourselves and stuff, man. But sometimes they ain't got to be overly friendly. They don't got to come to your barbecues and all that, man. But sometimes your neighbors, at least having a rapport, knowing you, having some friendly pleasantries, and at least also kind of getting an idea of, not to be in your business, but who live in your house and who don't, right? So I have a neighbor that I know for a fact that if she saw me, there's times like, if I'm out, and my package, if she see my package sitting in front of my door 2-3 days, or not 2-3, I mean, it could be all day. If it's been there all day long, she'll grab it and drop it off the next day, like just in case I left a package sitting outside too long. We kind of look out for each other. But also, if she seen somebody carrying a damn safe down the steps and she know it ain't the people that live in this house, she gonna let me know. She'll call the police. If you see somebody carrying a damn TV that was mounted to my wall down the steps, they don't live here. It would help sometimes, man, just kind of having the rapport with your neighbor, because otherwise, when you have no type of interaction or relationship with them, people tend to just say, I'm just minding my business and I ain't getting involved in it. But speak to your neighbor sometime, have some conversations with them, introduce them to your family, man, so that in the event of an emergency or something weird's going on, they can look out for you. Exchange phone numbers. Ain't got to talk to them every day. But, just in case you got to send a text like, hey, I'm not sure, like, you got company in town or something. Just not that you want people in your business, but I'm telling you, man, being cool with your neighbors can go a long way. Not speaking to them or having this separation and all of that, it could come back to bite you. Listen, let's talk some of those suggestions out. I think some of these ideas could probably be broken down into just an individual video or conversation, which we may do in the future, just kind of depending on, what the feedback is we get from this one. But I want to talk to you, ladies and gentlemen, about what y'all think about home defense, some of the recommendations. If you have some that I may have missed, if you think some of these are pointless. Again, I don't think there's any one thing I can say that can guarantee you safety, avoiding to having to encounter somebody in a home defense situation or avoid people from trying to steal from you. But these are just some ideas, and I think ultimately the ideal concept is, how do you improve your chances or odds to avoid this from happening, or making sure that you're better prepared should it happen. So I look forward to hearing from y'all, man. If you like the video, please like it, share it if you think it's a great conversation, and if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe so I can see you guys in the next video. Thank you.